What's up to the good people? What's happening? I wouldn't leave you stranded. We here, just trying to get some things together as we get started. Go ahead, check in. We here. It's Tuesday. We say we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here, and so we got a whole show. And so welcome to this channel. Check in. What's happening? What's up, Steve? Really loving your content. What's happening? Oh, Fogey Stogie, my brother. What is good? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. We about to do it tonight. We're going to have some good conversation. You know that the content you get, the content's pretty good. But we about to have some good conversation. What's happening, everybody? Everyone check in. I'm out here in Southern California. It is hot out here. It is hot. What's up, my brother Mark? How you doing? What's up to everyone? 1 in 100 podcast. Hey, I'm about to get myself situated. I thought about what am I going to smoke tonight on this big joyous night. I said, let me just do what I would normally do. Smoke me with a definition cigar, definition de war. Drinking me my cream soda. My Olipop cream soda. Keeping it simple. Because that's what we do. When you rise and when you grind, you just keep it simple. I remember when I played basketball. When I scored, when I hit a three-pointer, I didn't dance and celebrate. I just ran on down the court, played defense. When I scored a touchdown, I didn't dance and celebrate. I just hand the ball to the referee. You see, we doing it over here. We've been putting in the work for a long time. And hey, we here. So what's up, everybody? We're going to keep it up with the same good content for the people. Connecting with the people. I'm going to be talking about it tonight. This is the People's Channel. And so we're going to have some conversation. We didn't get to this place by accident. 10,000 subscribers. I kid you not. What was I doing when I didn't start at 6 o'clock? I was messing with my Patreon. Just trying to get my Patreon figured out. Playing with this thing. We just set it up. And we done got a whole bunch of people signed up over there. And so let me use that as a moment to say, hey, check out my Patreon. And so please. The reason why I'm saying this is because I want to do that content. I want to do that gloves off content. And so that's what we're going to be doing on our Patreon. We'll be uploading videos every week over there. We'll be having giveaways over there. We can do whatever we want over there. And so check out the Patreon. And that's the only way I would ever ask you to support the channel. I'm here for the people. And so check out the Patreon. Check it out. It's a great way to support this platform. But it's a great way for us to just have our own community. And so check out the Patreon. I did a post earlier with the link. I tried to put the link in the description of this video. I put something there. Check that out. See what that takes you to. I don't think it's a link. I think it just shows you who I am on Patreon. But I'll be advertising the Patreon, and so no worries about that. And so do it, check it out, support what we're doing here. You're gonna get content that you won't get here on YouTube, and so that's where we go. That's where we go deep. We're gonna go deep over there. And so some videos I make, I already know this ain't a YouTube video. And so Patreon is gonna be the real deal. So check that out. And I'm always gonna keep it limited. I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this for the community. And so I'm going to monitor how big it gets and make sure that everything I do, I make sure it's scalable. I make sure I can control it. I make sure it's authentic. Just like I was cooking today. What I cooked today? Quick dinner check. I made some fettuccine Alfredo, chicken Alfredo with fettuccine, chicken Alfredo, and I had to make sure that the sauce was perfect amount of butter, amount of oil. I had some Italian seasonings, some garlic. I had to make sure that the sauce was of the right consistency. I couldn't make it too thick, couldn't make it too watery. And that's what I'm always looking to do. You see, sometimes, oh, hat's coming off. We about to talk. Sometimes you can't make it the way you really want to make it. When you're doing stuff on YouTube, sometimes you got to hold back a little bit. And so the sauce can't be the real way that you want it to be. And so that's what the Patreon is going to allow. It's going to allow the sauce to be right. And so what's up, good people? We just here chatting. We about to start. And we about to do it up. I hope you guys can see me well. What's happening, Bobby? Chris? My brother's got him Perdomo Legacy Maduro. And so old Fogey has been enjoying himself. And brother Nathaniel, I'm always happy. When I stop and call your name out, that usually mean a good thing. Brother Nathaniel, you won. Brother Nathaniel won. He won last show's challenge. And so congratulations to Brother Nathaniel. You won. And so you won this 1792 small batch. I think you won before. If you have, it doesn't matter. Look, it's randomized. And so Brother Nathaniel has won. And so congratulations to Brother Nathaniel. Everyone, let's just show Brother Nathaniel some love. Congratulations to you. And so email me. Even if you've emailed me before, email me again your address, and I'll go ahead and get this bottle out to you. Another thing about the Patreon is that, like I said, I think that's where I'm gonna do most of my gifting. And so on there, once you're a grinder, you're gonna be automatically enrolled once a month. I'm just gonna do a randomizer without you even having to do anything. Once a month, I'm just gonna take all the names, pick a person, send you off some stuff. And so the gift giving is definitely going to be happening over there. It is hot over here. Chris has got an Ashton Classic with some water. All right. Nathaniel said he got the Legacy in the mail today and all the wrappers. Enjoy. All right, 10,000, 10K. Yay. We put the work in. And this was done by you all. And we'll be talking about that tonight. This is the people's channel. This is me, is you. That's it. That's all this is me and is you. And so thank you. This Friday, we'll celebrate this Friday. We'll definitely have a giveaway. And we'll have a celebration stream on Friday. Friday's stream is just going to be a celebration. For the sake of content, I'll share with you my journey with the channel. But that's what we will be doing on Friday. Definitely be giving away, we'll call it the Rise and Grind package. So I'm smoking me a Definition Noir. I got me some root beer. We're about to have a good conversation. What did Kendrick Lamar teach me? All right. What's happening, everybody? What's happening? Gunsmoke. Welcome, sir. We about to have us a good show. Let me just get caught up. On my frat brother here. See, I'm representing today. I got my fraternity shirt on. I said, what am I going to wear? What am I going to smoke? What am I going to do? We ain't got to do nothing different. When you rising and grinding, remember when Barry Sanders would score a touchdown, or even Emmitt Smith? Remember what they would do? Just hand the ball to the referee. You see, we've been rising and grinding for so long that, yes, when the milestones come, I'm happy. We celebrate. But then we just get right back to work. I remember when the channel hit 5,000, my wife went and got this balloon that said 5K, and she set it up. I just looked at it and laughed. And it's so funny. Now we hit 10K. She didn't get no balloon because she already knows me. When you rising and grinding, you can just go about things in a different way. You can go about things in a different way. Now, I'll smoke something good next show on Friday. Probably drink something good. But my main thing is just coming together with the people. Yeah, my frat brother, Casacuba, I actually got a video coming out on that. So and I'm gonna try that pairing with some Dr. Pepper. But I'm enjoying this Definition Noir. Such a good cigar. Happy Father's Day to all the men. To all the men. Happy Father's Day to the men. I feel like I'm about to go off on a tangent now. I'm in church. This one guy says, Happy Father's Day to the men and to the women who are fathers. I said, what? Stop making up stuff. Happy Father's Day to the men. Father's Day is for men. Mother's Day is for women. Let's stop confusing ourselves. You have men, you got women. You got mothers, you got fathers. Happy Father's Day to the men. That's it. Happy Father's Day to the men. Now, this show includes all brothers and sisters of the leaf. We treat women with some feminine energy. We treat men with masculine energy. We keep it very simple. What's up, everybody? That's not what I came to talk to you about today. Today, I came to talk to you about what Kendrick Lamar said. That's what we're going to be talking about. What did Kendrick Lamar teach us? So I don't necessarily smoke every day. I smoke about 5 cigars a week. It used to be 3 to 5. And so it really depends on what's going on in life. But I don't smoke every day. There's going to be about 2 days a week that I'm not smoking. So I tend to not smoke on Saturdays because, I'm a pastor, so I got to get ready for Sunday. And so I'm usually not smoking on Saturday. And I usually don't smoke on Sunday, on Monday. And so I smoke about 5 cigars a week. I do think that it's so pleasant when you didn't smoke and then you come back and I think it just helps your palate. A little cleanser. So my brother Leroy enjoyed that Heaven Hill that we sent out. We sent out the goods. So we every day I'm at the post office. And so my brother I believe his name is JT. I went to the post office today to ship you out your bottle. It was a Pendleton Military Edition bottle. So that's coming to you. And I also put in some cigars in there. We doing the work. We doing the work. All right, we got so much comments. Hey, y'all rocking with the show. Happy Father's Day to us men. I had a good time. What did I do on Father's Day? I got me. You saw the bottle. I got me a bottle of the. Wife got me that Prada L'Homme. Oh, that thing is a winner. Prada L'Homme is a winner. Wife got me a bottle of that. And she always does this big seafood boil for me. So crabs and shrimp and some potatoes and corn. So we had that for lunch. And of course, we went to church. And then I smoked, I showed you I did a short of it. I smoked the God of Fire, my most favorite cigar. Smoked the God of Fire and had that with the Old Forester single barrel proof, which does drink a little hot. So I started it neat. Then I dropped an ice cube in it. Then I added some water to it. Then I turned it into an old fashioned. And so it drinks a little hot. Congratulations, Nathaniel. You email me and I'll get this bottle sent out to you. So Nathaniel won. And so every show, we just giving out stuff. That's what we do. And for the Patreon, that's where we're really going to start giving out stuff. Patreon, you're just going to, every month, you're just going to be entered to win something nice. Enjoy, my friend. Septimo. The only one I like was the Empress. And I only like it because of the band. It's got Empress of Sheba on there. It's a pretty good cigar. I believe it's Costa Rican tobacco, and so I tend to enjoy that. But they tend to be priced high. In fact, there's a Septimo lounge in LA. All right. Happy Father's Day. All right, we're about to dive into this. Okay, so we celebrating 10K. Hey, thank you. You all made this possible. This is a celebration for us. This is the People's Channel. 100% supported by the people. Just me and you. That's all it is. Me and you. Dinner check. We did that already. We announced the winner. Told y'all about the Patreon. So check out the Patreon. I'll be putting the links in the video descriptions. Check out the post I did. It's got the link on there. And so check out the description of this video. The Patreon identifier should be there. We're about to have a deep conversation about what Kendrick said. About what Kendrick taught us. Remember when Kendrick dropped that lyric and he said, forget the big three. It's just big me. Forget the big three. And based on how you respond to that comment, that bar, that lyric, that lets me know everything I need to know about you. You see, some of us, we just from a different place. Remember when he said that? Forget the big three. It's just big me. Now, some people hear that and they get all offended by it. Oh, how could he say that? How could he talk about Drake? How could he diss J. Cole? If you from where I'm from, and I'm talking about the generation, the time, the 80s, the 90s, that's just how we think. Remember the Dream Team? Remember when they had all the top basketball players ever assembled? Remember they went up to Michael Jordan. They said, who's the best on the team? He said, it's me. They went up to Larry Bird. Who's the best? Me. They asked Magic, who's the best? Me. They asked Charles Barkley, who's the best? Me. That's how we were raised. We were raised to always strive to be the best. It ain't about competition. It's about confidence. That's just the swagger that we have, we carry with us. We all think we the best. You ask Jay-Z, who's the best? He said, me. They said, what about Biggie? He says, I said, me. Biggie, who the best? Me. Nas, who the best? I'm the best. That's how we were raised. We got a mindset that says, look, if I'm doing this, I'm going to be the best at it. And that's not competition. That's not a slight to anybody else. That's just how we think. That's how we live. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be a plumber. I'm the best plumber here. You could be a carpenter. I'm the best carpenter. Whatever we did, we had that swagger to us, that mindset. And so when they would ask Kobe, you think you're the best ever? Yeah. They asked him that at 18 years old. Remember they asked Tiger Woods when he was a kid, what do you think's going to happen? He said, I think I'm going to be the best ever. Brothers, sisters, those of us 80s, 90s, we was raised different. And so when Kendrick says, forget the big three, it's just big me. If you listen to that and you get all offended and you're like, oh my God, how could he say that? That's because you ain't really raised the way we was raised. You see, today, I play a lot of basketball. I played basketball since I was in the 4th grade. I used to coach middle school basketball. Stopped. Why? Because I would get to the games and the team moms would make cupcakes for the team. And they would have orange slices and popsicles and all kind of goodie bags. And I remember watching games, and I'm watching these teams, the little boys getting beat by 50 points. And after the game, they just sitting there eating cupcakes, smiling, laughing with their orange slices, popsicles, going through their goodie bags. They weren't even worried about the game. They showed up for the cupcakes because they knew at the end of the game, they were going to get some cupcakes. Now, I believe in encouraging our youth. But I also believe that, look, if the kid already think he gonna get a cupcake at the end of the game, then he isn't gonna play as hard. You see, we had a thing called dog in us. We had some grit. We all was like Muhammad Ali. We all had that in us. We had that mindset that says, look, I am the greatest. It ain't a diss to nobody else. But it's how we think. It's just how we operate. It's called our swagger, our confidence. Whatever we do it at such a level that's just who we are. But nowadays, blessings to you, Vince. We praying for you, praying that the surgery goes well, praying for your recovery. We know you'll be all right. When Kendrick said, ain't no big three, it's just big me. That wasn't a diss. That's just us. That's just how we live. That's how we talk. Remember as kids, remember if you was walking with your friend, just walking to the corner store. Remember you would say something like, first one to the stop sign wins. First one to the car wins. We used to compete just for walking. It's just walking to the end of the block. That's just the dog that was in us. We always, and it was just who we were. We just had that mindset. If you just walk in with your friend, first one to touch the doorknob, first one to the car. We just had that mindset that we were always pushing, trying to get there. Because that's just the dog that was in us. But nowadays, at the end of the game, every kid's going to get a cupcake. Every kid's going to get a trophy. Every kid's going to get a certificate. When I played, our coach would have us out there. I played travel basketball, high school, varsity, 4 years. Our coach would have us out there. Even if we knew we were going to destroy the other team, beat them by 50, we weren't even worried about beating them. There would be a game within the game. And so coach would call a timeout and say, hey, look, I don't want no missed free shots. You miss a free shot, we running all day tomorrow. Hey, I don't want a single turnover. Coach, we up by 40. I don't want them to have any second chance shot opportunities. We played against us. So we weren't really worried about the competition, and we were pursuing our best because that was just the dog that was in us. I can keep it academic for you. When I got my PhD, you know how I graduated? What's the top? Summa cum laude. What does that mean? 3.9 and above. Was I checking for my classmates and what they had on their paper and what they got on their tests? And no, I'm striving to be the best possible. If you tell me, hey, this is the highest honors you can get, I'm getting that. That's the dog that's in me. And so when Kendrick said, forget the big three, it's just big me. If you from where I'm from, you heard that and you said, yeah, that's it. That's it. You gotta think you the best. But some people heard that and they were like, oh my God, how could he say that? It's supposed to be a team. I'm preaching here. I'm preaching. And I imagine at some point you'll I'm on this mic. I'm on mics all throughout LA. And so it's possible you can see me doing this. My brother talks about being bullied. Yeah. Things was just different. We just had a dog in us. I couldn't come home and tell my mom I was being bullied. My mom would look at me and say, okay, and then what'd you do? I remember one time my mom teased me. I lost a fight and my mom was teasing me. We was raised different. And the reason why I'm stressing this point is this. Because sometimes we're having two different conversations. And so if I make a statement, I say something like, hey, look, I'm here on not Facebook. I'm here on YouTube. I'm trying to destroy everything. I'm trying to dominate. I'm trying to conquer the whole thing. If you listening to that and you from cupcake world, you take that as a threat and you like, wait a minute, this guy's so hostile. But if you from where we from, you just know that's just the way people talk. He think he gonna run it and be king, whatever. That's just us. I think sometimes we're not understanding what each other is saying because a guy like me comes across so aggressive because it's the only way I know. I'm not gonna say, hey, gentlemen, I hope to do really well. I hope to progress, and I hope to strive. No, I'm here to body everything. I'm here to. You see, Kendrick remind us that look, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Look, I don't know where we got this mindset of, and I did a whole show on this. Men living in dominion. That's the only way that I know. There's this new, and as my brother said, the older men in the family wouldn't allow him to be soft. I think there's this new way, this cupcake way of living. This, hey, let's all just be a part of a team and let's all just, man. All right, look. We ain't all cupcakes. I'll tell you this. Look, okay. I didn't come here to talk about this, but all right, we gonna go in. We going in. When I played ball, my mom didn't make cupcakes for us. My mom wasn't there with cupcakes and orange slices for the team. I played basketball, I told you, since I was about 8 years old. My mom ain't never been to a game. My dad ain't never been to a game. We went out there and played. Why? Because we was playing for the dog and us. We didn't get no cupcakes at the end of the game. We didn't get no orange slices. You see, we just played different. And it made us who we are today. And so as I approach life, I'm wearing my fraternity shirt, which shows that, yes, we can work as a group, but the group's got to be a group of masculine men. Out of high school, I went into the Marine Corps. I can work with the team, but the team's got to be a bunch of masculine men. Sometimes it becomes obvious that some of us are just different. If you hear Kendrick say something like, ain't no big three, it's just big me. And if that makes you clutch your pearls, then you don't understand because you just don't understand. And you're just from a different place, different time. Some of us got cupcakes at the end of the game. Some of us didn't. And so some of us just got that dog. And we think, yeah, I'm about to do this. And so that's what Kendrick was saying. Same thing Jay-Z said. Same thing Nas would say. Same thing any MC would say. You gotta think you the best. And I don't know when it became okay for men to think so soft. The Bible says God made us with dominion. Where's your dominion? Who told you to stop living like that? Who told you to give that up? The Bible says you're supposed to have some kind of dominion to you. Whatever you're doing. You plumber, carpenter, accountant, dentist. If I was a dentist, I walk in the office. Hey, I'm about to body these cavities. What are cavities? You know, there's an energy that a man brings, but society tells you, oh, that's hostile. That's toxic. That ain't toxic. That's just normal. The other way is weak, like my brother says. The other way is cupcake, powder puff. And I'm just bold enough to say it. And so that's what Kendrick was saying. Well, let's talk some cigars. Cigars. Because folks are like, oh man, come on, mix in cigars. We gotta talk cigars. Okay. So Kendrick said, ain't no big three. It's just big me. Let's go. Top 3 cigars. So let's just do this in the way we supposed to do this. Top 3 cigars. We ain't got to sugarcoat nothing. What's your top 3 cigars? And that means you say what's number 1. That's all we do. We hang out and we just give off a masculine energy. Yeah, we might argue. It looked like we arguing. You ever walk past a barbershop and it sounds like somebody about to fight? They ain't fight. They just talk. That's just how we talk to each other. That's just how men talk. Men can argue and say, man, your cigar sucks. And that's okay. It's okay to talk. What I see on YouTube, you say something like that, all the powder puffs, they're like, oh my God, every man has a right to decide what cigar he wants. We all know that, obviously. But if I come out and say, yeah, man, that cigar sucks. That whole company sucks. That's just the way we talk. I know somebody like it, but that's just the way we talk. We talk with a masculine energy. And so when you jump into the conversation and you say something like, well, every man has a right to decide what cigar, you just showing us that you a cupcake. That's just the way we talk. We know every man has a different taste. Every man has his own style. We know that. We respect that. That's why we can argue with it. But it's just our way. And so let's just talk the way we talk. Well, top 3. Because this is all we do where I'm from. Top 3 this. Top 3 that. Top 3 cigars. You know, for me, I got to go number 1. Best cigar ever. Every other cigar sucks. Top 3. For me, God of Fire. Gotta go God of Fire. And Tiberius, yeah, you summed it up. Learning how to channel our energy. I definitely see that. And that's why I hear. You know what I did in life, to be honest with you? And we can call it code switching. We all know that. One day I just said, screw it. Be honest with you. I just stopped. One day I just said, you know what? The way I was raised, because I'm a good dude. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm honest, got integrity. I'm a family man. One day I just said, you know what? I'm just going to present me as me. Because for a long time, I used to just sit and not say anything and just, go the soft way now. But one day I just woke up and said, forget that. I did it in everything. My preaching, my everything. And I realized that the world is just thirsting for just authentic masculinity, authentic manhood, just someone that's just authentic. So I just one day said, you know what? Let's just talk the way we talk. And so Bobby's got Tabernacle. Tabernacle's your number one. So definitely for me, God of Fire. So I smoked that on Sunday for Father's Day. Just picked up on all the sweet notes that cigar contains. I was just loving it. I was just in heaven. I was just so much enjoying that cigar. That cigar was so good. And so I smoked that on Sunday. So that's my number one. Nathaniel, Tabernacle, All Mac, Red Meat Lovers. All right, he's all Connecticut broadleaf. So definitely check out that Chimoli, the Pioneer. That's a pretty good Connecticut broadleaf. And you know what? I really did like the Red Meat Lovers. It's a Dunbarton cigar. It's my favorite one. I really like the Red Meat Lovers. That's a really good cigar. Gunsmoke is mentioned. The Pledge, that's just a classic. The 1875 and the Rocky Patel. Okay. It's Bobby's list. You know what I had last night? I did have the Sanj Patel, the Antra. And so Stogie Brody sent that to me. And I really enjoyed that one. Really enjoyed that cigar. I had it as a Lancero. Really enjoyed that. My brother's listed. The Judge. What's happening, Chris? Ashton VSG. That's becoming one of my favorites. And Melanio. So let me just... Number 2 for me, gotta go Melanio. Melanio is my second favorite cigars. That's just my number 2. So that's what I'm going to be smoking on Friday. I thought to myself, do I grab something expensive? I said, no. If I want to celebrate the way I want to do, let me smoke what I want to smoke. Series V Melanio. Just a great cigar. All the notes that I want. Caramel, etc. That's old fogey. All right, here comes this legendary list. Here we go. Obazak's 20th. Yeah, and I thought about that. Do I just throw that in? I mean, I've only smoked one of them, which you sent to me. Sober Mesa Brulee. I might smoke that tomorrow, which you sent to me. And then a Gran Habano Black Dahlia. I like the Black Dahlia. It's a great cigar. And the third cigar, to round up my top 3, we got to throw the Goldie in there. La Polina Goldie. So top 3 for me, because Kendrick said ain't no big 3. It's just big me. We're going to go God of Fire by Carlito, an Arturo Fuente cigar, African Cameroon wrapper. Then we go Oliva Series V Melanio, Nicaraguan, just a beautiful, smooth, leave us a Sumatra wrapper. And then we end with a La Polina Goldie. Now, great question here. Brother says, if I didn't smoke any more, cigars, if I didn't buy any more, how soon would I run out? Well, let's just say I'll answer it two ways. Based on the frequency that I smoke, I think I'd probably be able to go easily. I don't know. Let's just assume I got about 300 cigars, 500 cigars. I'm thinking of all my different humidors and their capacity. Let's call it 400, and then 5 a week. So that's 80 weeks. So I guess I can go about 2 years. Yeah. Now if I don't smoke two a day, and so if I never, and that's why I like to give away a lot of stuff, because I realize that I just, it's just building up too much. That's what I did with my whiskey. So you saw the whiskey video where I just said, hey, look, there's no way I could drink all of this stuff. There's no way I can drink this. And so I just said, let me just give it away. And I just have that same mindset. I'm looking to do the same thing with cigars to an extent. What I do with cigars is I just don't buy. I only buy I'm at the point where I'm just buying unicorns at this point. So even when new cigars come out, I don't even rush to buy them, because I still got a box of Amazon Basin. Remember when that came out in January? I smoked 2 of them. Still got the whole box. And so I told myself, just slow down. There ain't nothing else to buy. Just enjoy what you have and just leave it there. And so we're gonna continue with this conversation. In fact, we're about to go to a whole different level right now. And so I appreciate you all. And so this is Mark's top 3. Aging Room Quattro, pretty good, solid stick. Series V. And Old Fogey sent me one of those, one of the special edition one, and a Don Carlos too. And so I was definitely thinking of Don Carlos. I was thinking about Opus X, and so what I'm gonna do, since you mentioned the Don Carlos, for my giveaway, what I'm gonna do on Friday, I'll do it on Friday. I'm not gonna do it today. I'm gonna do it on Friday. What I'm gonna do, that's gonna be the giveaway. It's gonna be a 5-pack of what we talking about here. Ain't no big 3. It's just big me. I'm gonna give you my top 3 cigars, and it's really gonna be my top 5 cigars. And so you're gonna get God of Fire by Carlito. You're gonna get Series V Melanio. You're gonna get a Goldie. You're gonna get a Don Carlos, and then you'll get an Opus X. My top 5, dead or alive. And so make sure you're hitting that like button. We about to take the conversation to a whole nother level. No, I know Peter. Yeah, and I think I finally saw his collection. I finally saw his collection like very recently, because I just saw like the background, and I never realized that he's got all those Tupperwares are filled with cigars. I never. I figured he had good stuff. He's got, and I think he talked about it on the Avengers stream, where he said he's got an entire basement filled with cigars, and so that is a collection. Yeah, it would take him 6 years, 7 years, and that's if he's smoking twice a day. So he is set. He is ready. But no, my brother, no. So forget what I just said. What Peter and I have done. No, you don't have to do that. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Just enjoy what you have. Enjoy what you have. You don't need a whole basement filled with cigars, unless that's what you want. But just have what you enjoy. To each his own. We doing the Kendrick Lamar mustard. We about to go in. We just did. Forget the big 3. It's just big me. What else Kendrick say? Okay, before we go on, hit the like button. We about to go to another level. This is why I set up the Patreon. This is why I set up the Patreon. I'm going to do something really quick right here on YouTube, but I want us to have real conversations. And then Patreon, I can just go. So the Patreon is going to be some just Patreon exclusive lives. I'm not here for the quantity. I'm here for the quality. So I don't really care about, I got 10,000 subscribers, but I care about, can we have the real conversations? And so that's what the Patreon is going to allow. And so if you're not signed up, please sign up. Hit the like on this stream so we can get us going. What's up, my sister? Brick House, Connecticut. I enjoy that cigar. Yeah, as Peter said, we don't advise this. I mean, look, if you want to buy them, but you don't have to. You don't have to have that much. All right, we're about to go to another place right now. What did Kendrick say? Kendrick said, he said this in the song Euphoria. He's dissing Drake, and he says, notice I said, we. He said, I'm what the culture feeling. I'm what the culture feeling. Hit the like button. Let's get us going. My guy said, only 4 likes. Come on, y'all. Hit the like. Let's y'all gonna make me sound like a YouTuber. The reason why I'm prefacing this because I'm about to say some stuff. That every show I already told you. I feel like it's gonna be my last show, and I'm like, don't say it. My sister the Leaf. I sent her some sticks. I take care of the people. You know why I take care of the people? You know why I just take care of the people? The people. Because like Kendrick said, I'm what the culture feeling. Let's just do this. Let's do this. Let's have a quick exercise here. Some people gonna get mad when I do this, but we still gonna do it. Don't click away until I'm done making the point. When it comes to this content that we do, cigar content, I just hit 10K, right? When it comes to content creators for cigars, and I'm talking about people. I'm not talking about cigar lounges, and I'm not talking about Holt and Cigars Daily, and I'm talking about just people, regular people. Who do you think? Let's play a quick game here. Quick game. And I'm only doing this to make a point. Who do you think is the only content creator last week that's got a video that's got over 5,000 views? There's only one person I know of that's done that last week. This channel. But before you say, oh, he got lucky. No. 2 weeks ago, who do you think was the only channel that had a video that got over 5,000 views? This channel. Let's keep doing it. 3 weeks ago, who do you think was the only channel that had a video that got over 5,000 views? This channel. Do you know how almost just impossible that is to do every week? Just check the stats. Do you know how almost impossible it is to put out videos and get about 10,000 views each week? Not counting shorts. We all gonna have a viral video. Do you know how impossible it is to do that each week? This channel has been doing that every week for about a month. But here's what's utterly insane about that. This channel does it with zero industry support. This channel is just you and me. Do you know how insane that is to put out the most ridiculous numbers with no industry behind you? How are we able to do that? Imagine the pulse you got to have on the people in order to pull that off. And I'm not talking about doing, cigars of the year, top 10, like those. No, I'm talking about coming up with specific topics, specific videos that's going to rock the whole culture. And to do that consistently, over and over and over and over. You know what it's like to do a cigar video and get 10,000 views? You know what it's like to do that with zero industry support. That, my friend, you know why? So there's a couple reasons. God has blessed me, yes. We put in a little bit of work, yes. But as K. Dot said, I'm what the culture feeling. And so don't be, listen. Here's the thing. Do you know what it's like? And you can fact check this for yourself. Imagine every week you just dominating the whole. Remember, we going back to what we talked about earlier, that masculine aggression. You know what it's like to dominate every week. Imagine you put out a video, 6,000 views, hundreds of comments, and not a single comment from a brand. Imagine doing this, just you and the people. So when I came out and I said, look, this is the people's channel, and folks got mad. I know when people get mad. I know when you're about to get mad. I know you very well. Imagine doing that with zero industry support. And the stuff I'm talking about ain't easy things to talk about. Stuff I talk about, this ain't just no basic list. My channel is very, look at the things I say. Look at what I said tonight. I talk about men who are cupcakes and women need to be feminine and men need to be masculine. And I say the most outlandish things. But my videos. Tell me somebody else. Name me a person. I'll wait. Who putting out weekly 5,000 plus on a video? And doing it with zero industry support. So when K. Dot said, I'm what the culture feeling. Imagine the pulse you got to have on the people. And so what we do on this channel, this is just me and you. It's just me and you. And so know this, even when I put the video out and the brands don't comment, don't you think they reading everything? Don't you think they looking at everything? Imagine how many channels they gotta look at. Think about it like this. How many content creator channels you think you gotta put together to equal 10,000 views in a week? And so the brands watch, the brands read. And it ain't just what I'm saying, it's what y'all type in. Because they understand I'm what the culture feeling. And my brother, about better, I'm gonna be I think the game is to be told. And so that's what the Patreon's gonna be for, to have some additional conversation. Because we can't share everything on YouTube. I'm with the culture feeling. And so again, I just want us to wrap our minds around that. Imagine some guy just popping up out of nowhere, putting up ridiculous numbers. Sometimes my numbers compete with companies, the big boys. And we do this with 0 brands. That's done because of you. That's done because of your input. Imagine how many people got to be tagged into what you're doing for you to put up them kind of numbers. So when K-Dot said, I'm with the culture feeling, it ain't just my thoughts, it ain't just my opinion. And what this channel has done is it allows the people's voice. It allows the people's expression. It allows the people to share. That's where the view is coming from. Because, I mean, how many people out there could it be? You don't get to those numbers if you don't understand the people and if you don't understand the culture. And so when K-Dot said, I'm with the culture feeling, that's the real deal, my friends. That's the real. And I knew people was going to click away when I get to talk. You know, I called it out. I knew people were going to click away. I knew people were going to click away when I called it out. But they'll watch it on the replay because, again, how the number's so high? Everybody's watching. Kendrick said, I'm with the culture feeling. And so let's go. I just put out the video yesterday. The video talking about Shamali, talking about what's different, what's changing in the culture, what's new. And so let's segue. I gotta do spicy then cigar, and then spicy then cigar. What's the best new cigars? Or what's new in cigars? What's new for the cigar culture that the people are talking about? And so sure, I mentioned Shamali, and I know our brother Mark, because Shamali has some Asian influence, so I know there's some that don't really like it. But let me know, where's the cigar culture going? You and I, we determine that. This is where the eyes and the ears are. This is what the culture is feeling. So let me know. What's your favorite new cigars, or what's the new thing you're seeing in the cigar culture? Because that's what we do here. Whether the brands are going to comment or not, we all know they're going to watch, because somebody watching. I mean, it ain't somebody watching. Let's talk. What's the cigars culture going? And we're going to keep moving the culture. You see, remember when David killed Goliath? And it would seem so crazy, so insane. But he did it. One guy, one small channel could change everything. What's new in the culture? What do you want changed? And here's the funny thing. I bet you when you start typing, here's the funny thing. I bet you if you guys start typing and say, hey, here's what we want to see in the culture, I bet you 3 months later, that cigar comes out. Because this is what the culture is feeling. All right. I've enjoyed my definition cigar. We an hour in. I'm going to jump. I'm going to light up second cigar. I normally don't do 2 cigars, only when I'm doing a live and when I'm getting a little spicy. I feel it. I feel it coming. I'm gonna light up a CAO Brasilia. The definition smoked really well. Now, hit the like button. Let me know. Where's the culture going? Nah, this is just a Brasilia, old school Brasilia. I've had this for a long time. So this is just your standard CAO. And so again, on Friday, we're going to have the big celebration show. Come out for that. We just going to go down the journey. Of course, we're going to have our giveaways. Hit like. We're going for the last topic. Last topic. I already told y'all. Every show I say, you know what? How about we just get canceled today? How about we just sabotage the channel and just say what you want to say? You know, if I'm lighting up a second cigar this early, that means I'm about to go in. I'm about to go in. All right, yeah, this is just a legendary cigar. And it shows you, doesn't always have to be the new thing. Yeah, I just mentioned I got a whole box of Amazon Basins. I think I smoked maybe 2 or 3 of them. I think I've gifted more of them than I smoked. But just the old school CAO Brasilia. Yeah. These are the kind of cigars that you have. And I said it in the video when I said the best cigar to age. This is a great one to have the cigar and put it away and forget about it, and then be reminded of it. And so this does great with that. All right. Talking about West Tampa, Devil Crab Crushes 2. Last topic here. What did Kendrick teach us? I'm gonna show this one kind of weird. Ain't supposed to be like that. What did Kendrick teach us? Kendrick said, I got the Super Bowl. Let me spell. Congratulate. I'm just saying what Kendrick said. I don't want you to congratulate me. But I'm just trying to make a point here. All we doing is making points. That's all we do. We make solid points. Kendrick said, I got the Super Bowl and only Nas congratulated me? That's what Kendrick said. Kendrick said, I keep trying the wrong way. Imagine you Kendrick Lamar. You done ruled for the whole summer. You done put out, they're not like us, they're not like us. Everyone's blasting your music. We talking about what the culture needs to do. Shockproof says the big brands like to put out special cigars. Maybe they should do an ultra age one at a lower price point just for the people, just to give back. Imagine that. And I said this the other day. If you really love the people, you're going to give back to the people. Why do you think just this channel, has, and just doing these live streams, just gives, if I can afford to do it, if I can send you $100 packages of cigars, don't you think the industry can do that too? If you really love the people, you'll find a way to give and make it worth their while. Here's the final point we're going to talk about tonight. Kendrick said, I got to do the Super Bowl. Everybody wants to do the Super Bowl. Remember when it was announced that Kendrick could do the Super Bowl and everybody said Lil Wayne should do it? Lil Wayne, who can't even finish a concert? Lil Wayne, who can't even put an album together? Lil Wayne, who's always high, drunk. Kendrick got the Super Bowl, the biggest stage in the world. And he said only one person congratulated him. He said, this is what he said. Snoop didn't call him. The Game didn't call him. Ice Cube didn't call him. Nobody on the West Coast called him. All the people who he's worked with, none of them called him. Nobody congratulated him. Imagine you got the biggest stage. And he said only one person, Nas, called me up and congratulated. You got the biggest. Let me tell you how my year started. There's a guy named Diedrich Hicks, and I recommend you check out his channel. He does fragrance reviews. Pretty cool guy. At the start of this year, he hit 10,000. And so he had a live stream. I wasn't even following his channel at the time, but I saw the live stream. So he was celebrating hitting 10,000. So I just jumped on, gave him a super chat, sent him like $10. Just say, hey, congratulations. You did it. At the start of this year, Cigar Hound Dog, he did his top 10 video, top 10 cigars for last year. Did a premiere, just jumped on, super chatted him like $10. Hey, congratulations. I know you're going to have a great year. Cigars Unbanded was on. I always just jump on there. Hey, here's $10. You know, just super chat. Hey, congratulations. You guys are doing it. The reason why I operate that way and do that is because I believe in the Bible. The Bible says when you give, you'll receive. If you want to go with karma, if you want to go with physics, the law of the universe, what goes around comes around. When you do good, good is going to come back to you. You know why this channel hit 10,000? Is it because I work so hard? Is it because I so talented? I think deep down is God's blessing, but also because I just try to do good. Everybody on here, at some point say, yeah, man, that dude is solid. That dude, yeah, he sent me some cigars. Oh yeah, he sent me this. Oh yeah, he did that. When you do good, good things gonna come to you. You gotta work hard, but when you just do good. Isn't it ironic that I started this year off sending a super chat to someone who celebrated their 10,000 subscriber point? And now here I am celebrating the same thing. When you do good, good's going to come back to you. And I say that because I'm sure that there's some people, and you saw how the channel went. When I started just talking my talk and just sharing what is, you saw how the numbers drop. We were up to like 40. I just started saying, hey man, let's just look at some data. The number dropped all the way to 18. People are like, don't talk about success and what you've been doing. We don't want to hear about that. If you're the kind of person, and this ain't a YouTube thing, this is a life thing. Bible says, give and it will be given to you. Pressed down, shaken together, running over. Why do you think? You know what else I started the year out doing? My frat brother, he finished his PhD. I celebrated him, gave him a bottle of Blanton's and some cigars. A couple months later, I was finished too. When you do good by other people, it's gonna come back to you. And so if you watching and you like, I'm mad. That guy, he hit 10,000. He shouldn't have made it. He just got here. I'm mad. You the reason, your energy, that negativity, that thing that's in you, Earlier, we talked about the dog that's in us. But some of us ain't no dog in us. Some of us got some evil spirits in us. And that is what's holding you back. That's why you not succeeding. That's why you struggling. Because you walking around with all this negative energy. And it's just oozing through you. I sit here, I do my live. You can just see the positivity. Just like Stogie Brody's always saying. Without you even meeting me. Some of you I've talked to, emailed with. But you can tell this guy, he's probably a solid dude. Probably a good man. And just in for you watching this channel, you're watching all this good stuff happening. PhD, 10K. In a couple weeks, we'll be celebrating something else. You know why that is? Because when you do good, good is going to come back to you. And so for anyone out there, and again, this ain't just a YouTube thing, but it is a YouTube thing because like Nas says, I just got the Super Bowl and only one person congratulate me. Everybody wanted it. You would think that everybody who wanted it would have said, "Hey man, you know what? Hey, you got it, man. Hey, good luck with you, man. Hey, lead the way." Look how much cigar content creators there are out here. How many of them got more than 10,000 subscribers? I think maybe 3. You would think that there'd be people who saying like, "Hey man, hey, congratulations, man. Hey, that's good stuff, man. Hey, I've been trying to do the same thing, man. Man, hey, you did it, man. Hey, I'm happy to see that, man. Hey." K-Dot says, "I got the Super Bowl and only Nas congratulate me." But the message, there's always a message in here. The message I want to say to everyone is this, and we can talk content, we can talk world. You are what's ruining you. That negativity, that anger, that hate, that's what's stopping you. And it's the same thing if you work in a job. Let's say you working at the firm, you an accountant, you working in finance. Bob just got the promotion. You mad. That's why you didn't get it. You walking around the office mad. You mad because you weren't made the shift supervisor. You mad because you weren't made the sales manager. You mad because this. You mad because that. And that's why you still where you are. You are what's holding you back. And until you let go of that, because like a brother said earlier, and I think it sounds like he's got a YouTube channel. You know what old folk is done? Old folk, hit me up, say, "Hey man, look, I noticed, with your camera. Hey, I think your aperture, you might have it set at 2.8. You need to take that up to 3.5. That's gonna get you zoom, boom, boom, boom." I said, "Oh wow, okay." I listened to somebody. People who are rising and grinding and doing this, we got no problems even sharing the information. So that's why I said to the one brother, "Hey man, hit me up. You got a channel and you want to learn how to do this? Connect with me." I've done entire videos specifically for people who do YouTube channels. And you want to know what is my least watch videos? I mean, I just mentioned it. I put out weekly a video that's going to get 5,000-6,000. But if I put out a video that says, "Hey, here's how to do this," 100 people might watch it. Because there are people out here, they can see the success. They can see the crazy numbers. They can see it. But instead of trying to listen and trying to grow and learn and trying to do something different and maybe even send me a message and say, "Hey man, hey, how'd you do this? And what'd you do?" And I'll tell you. But there's people out here, they carry so much hate in their heart, so much jealousy, so much envy. It's like the expression goes that they'll cut off their nose to spite their face. Instead of you trying to learn something, obviously I know what I'm doing. I just got here. Look at the numbers. I got something figured out. How many people you think will reach out and say, hey, man, how'd you do it? But instead of doing that, they'll sit back and be mad. They'll sit back and hate. They'll sit back and talk about it. They'll sit back and type about it while still struggling. Nas says he congratulated Kendrick. Kendrick said, you know what? I did it. And only one person congratulated me. Last thing I want y'all to know, what we can learn from this, a lot of what's holding us back is us. A lot of us, we are biggest enemy. We are biggest hater. You stopping you. The game is out here. The lessons is out here. The model is out here. There's people out here who will share the information with you. But like Kendrick did, what'd he do? So everyone was expecting Kendrick is going to be a big West Coast fest. The Super Bowl is going to be a big West Coast fest. He's going to bring Snoop and Game. He said, nah. I'm going to bring out SZA. That's it. Do my songs. And that's it. And that's why people are so shocked. Like, where's the cameos? Where's all the other people? Where's this? Where's Dr. Dre? It's like, man, Dr. Dre didn't congratulate me. I came out here and did this. We rising, we grinding. We got 10,000 subscribers. We pushing for 25,000. I said that earlier this year. I wasn't even going to celebrate 10. The goal is 25. We moving in that direction, putting in the work, because this is what the culture is feeling. And there ain't no big three. It's just big me. And so, my friends, let go of that hate. Let go of it, because it's only hurting you. And so y'all still here. We done. Sermon's over. I didn't come here to talk about that, but Friday, we just celebrating. Friday's going to be a free open show. Smoke some good stuff. Give away some good stuff. Drinking my cream soda. Smoking a CAO Brasilia. Y'all still here. So let's do this. Just open format. Open format. Go ahead. Let me know what questions y'all got. I got a lot of cigar to smoke. Patreon. Hook up the Patreon. Patreon is where we're going to be. In the Patreon, you know what I'm going to do? I've always wanted to do this. I just want to share the game. To share with content creators to say, look, here's how to do this. Because I think there's a lot. There's a lot that I'm seeing that it ain't as it should be. There's a way to go about this that works. And I think a lot of people just ain't tapping in, and maybe they just don't know. A lot of people have been doing this a long time, and it ain't working. And at some point you got to say, hey, maybe there's a different way. I'm here to help. Am I gonna say it in a way that's gonna get you mad? Yeah, I'm gonna get you mad because that's where I'm from. That's how we talk. But if you can get out of your feelings, it'll help you. Favorite Vitola for the Goldie. I like the Prominente. I believe that's what it's called, Prominente. It's like a Toro size. And what I like with the Goldies is they tend to be thinner. Well, at least the ones I get. The thinner the wrapper, thinner the gauge, the more that pleasant flavors you're gonna get. And so that's and having all the Goldies that I have, it really lets me every time a new cigar comes out, and I say, wow, I'm gonna get a box of those. I say, no. I compare it to the Goldie, and I say, is it better than the Goldie? If it isn't, then just smoke your Goldies. Like I said, I was also thinking about buying some Cubans. I said, no. Are they better than your Goldies? So everything for me gets compared to the Goldie. But I believe they got it's called Prominente or something like that. If I had the CAO 660, I've had the Flathead. I think that's the 660. I think that's a great cigar. If you're talking about the Flathead, the CAO. So the Brasilia is just good. Flathead is good. Of course, they come out with the Basin. And I really thought about smoking the Basin on Friday, and there would have been a very specific reason for that. If you saw the video that I did on cigars that changed my life, the CAO Amazon Basin, I smoked that. I think it was like 2020. No, it would have been before. Probably 2019, because it was in a lounge before COVID. And I had just preached like the biggest event I'd ever preached at. And I went to a lounge and smoked that. And so it always brings back memories of that night of just starting out. And so when I had my first Amazon Basin, had no plans to do a channel. I was just starting out as a preacher. Well, as a pastor. And everything was just brand new for me. And so I remember going to the lounge, smoking that cigar, and I remember sitting there thinking, like, I think we all come to a point in life where you realize that I think I just did something significant today. And I remember sitting in the lounge, just thinking that thought. I think I just did something very significant today. And I smoked the Amazon Basin, 2019. And so whenever I think about moments in life, like okay, 10K, that's something that I could celebrate with an Amazon Basin, because whenever I smoke that cigar, it brings me back to that night of saying, hey, I think we're onto something here. And prayerfully, that's what the channel is. Prayerfully, the channel is onto something good. We here for the people. And when I started, well, not when I started, but there was a time when I was just smoking Brasilias and Flatheads. And that was just the wheelhouse I was in. And then I think I went from there to more milder cigars. I think you just go on a roller coaster in your journey. And that's what I did. All right. So we came, we spoke, we said what we had to say. That's what Kendrick did. In fact, if you really want to listen to the lyrics of his songs, he said some stuff that I was like, man, should I mention that too? But I said, no, let me take it easy. He said something. There's a lyric where he says, those who know the song, he says something about, look, man, y'all who trying to pick a side, I'll make it easy for y'all. And he just goes off. And I thought, should I? And I said, no, be cool. Be nice. Tone it down a bit. We will get canceled, but doesn't have to be right now. Last thing I'll say. All right, let me say it. And so the video, I think the last good video about the hype, cigar hype. And there's a guy on there, he jumps in the comments, and this is how you know I'm just real. He says something about, he says, oh, this video is just clickbait. And I thought, man, like, why would you say that? Like, and he said some other things. And I always leave every comment up. But he said that. He said something just very nasty. He said, "Oh, no. I think he said this guy is." He says something like this guy is like disingenuous or unbelievable or something like that. I'm gonna find it. I don't play around. I do not play. He said something to the effect of this guy's not trustworthy. And so I thought, okay, whatever. So you know what? I hit him up with a quick, hey, look, man, thanks for watching. This channel isn't for you. Take care. But then something said, you know, let me just see if he's a content creator. And so I clicked on his name, and turns out he's got a channel. I said, wow. And so I clicked on his content, and I watched a video. It's a video of him like barbecuing or something. And he ends the video, and I think he ends all of his videos by saying, he does like a whole ramp up at the end, and he says, okay, my friends, remember to be respectful and to be kind. And I'm like, dude, you just came on my channel and just said I'm untrustworthy. But on your channel, you talking about be respectful and kind? And so I made a comment, and it was the only comment on his video. I just put respect and kindness. And so, my friends, what else did K Dot say? In that song, Whacked Out My Murals, he said, don't never let nobody put smut on your name. I'll be respectful, I'll be kind, but nobody's ever gonna put smut on my name. All right, that's what we came to talk about tonight. Okay, so check out the Patreon, like, comment, subscribe. We got content coming out. You're gonna love. I think you're gonna love what's coming out this week. This week, we got some things. We got some things brewing. We got some vacation cigars that's coming out. You're gonna like that. On Thursday, we're dropping a cigar. We just calling it the hype train. And so we doing this for the people consistently, week in, week out. That's what we had to do. And so make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Check out that Patreon. We here. Thanks for everyone. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you, team. Blessings to everyone. Welcome aboard Killer Gunsmoke. What's up, my brother? Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. But most importantly, rise and grind.